What is the worst case of entitlement you have witnessed? I was working the front desk at a luxury car dealership when this woman walked in like she owned the place. Designer everything from head to toe. A crisp white blazer that probably cost more than my monthly rent. Matching stiletto heels that clicked authoritatively against our marble floor. And a Louis Vuitton bag she clutched like a weapon. Her blonde hair was styled in that perfect, untouchable way that screamed expensive salon. She marched straight past 3 other customers who had been waiting patiently, completely ignoring the polite queue we maintained. Without any acknowledgement of my existence, she slammed a set of Porsche keys on my desk with enough force to make my coffee mug jump. "I need my car detailed immediately," she announced, her voice carrying the tone of someone who had never heard the word no in her entire privileged life. She still hadn't made eye contact with me, instead scanning the showroom like she was appraising her kingdom. "It's the white Porsche outside." I glanced through our windows at the gleaming Cayenne parked in our customer lot. "Ma'am, I'd be happy to schedule a detailing appointment. Our next availability is Thursday morning at 9. She cut me off with a laugh that could freeze hell over. "You don't understand, clearly. I don't make appointments. I'm Mrs. Patterson. My husband owns Patterson Industries. We bought this exact car here last month for $180,000 cash. Our detailing bay was completely booked, and honestly, her attitude was already rubbing me wrong. I absolutely understand your position, Mrs. Patterson, but we're fully scheduled today. However, I can put you first thing Thursday morning." That's when she completely lost it. Her face flushed red beneath her carefully applied makeup. "Do you have any idea how much money we spend at this dealership? I want to speak to your manager right now." She stormed over to Dave, our manager, who was with another customer. "Excuse me, but your employee is refusing to service my vehicle. This is completely unacceptable for someone of my standing." Dave politely excused himself and walked over with that diplomatic smile he'd perfected over 15 years in luxury car sales. He calmly explained our booking system, but she wasn't having any of it. "Fine then, since you clearly don't value my business. I want that car detailed for free next week as compensation." Here's where the situation became absolutely surreal. While she continued arguing with Dave, our lot attendant Jake came running through the front doors, looking completely panicked. "Dave, we need to call the police immediately. Someone's trying to steal the white Porsche right now." Mrs. Patterson spun around so fast I thought she might fall over. "What are you talking about? That's my car." Jake shook his head vigorously, pointing toward the parking lot. "Ma'am, the actual owner is outside right now, trying to stop someone from driving off with it." We all rushed outside to witness the most bizarre scene I'd ever encountered. A distinguished man in his 60s was frantically waving his arms as Mrs. Patterson's supposed husband backed the Porsche out of the parking space. The older man was running alongside the vehicle, screaming, "That's my car! I just bought it yesterday!" The real owner, Mr. Chen, stood there holding all his paperwork, purchase agreement, insurance cards, registration, everything proving his ownership. Turns out Mrs. Patterson had been driving around town in someone else's identical white Porsche Cayenne, somehow convinced it belonged to her. The police arrived within minutes. Mrs. Patterson kept insisting there had been some kind of mix-up and called her husband 12 times while we waited, each call becoming more frantic. When her actual husband finally arrived 20 minutes later, driving a 10-year-old Honda Civic with a dented bumper, his face went completely white. "Jennifer, what are you doing here? And whose car is that?" The truth unraveled quickly. She'd been pretending to be married to some wealthy businessman for months, carrying fake business cards and everything. Her real husband worked at a local hardware store and had absolutely no idea about her elaborate fantasy life. The kicker? She'd been pulling this exact scam at multiple luxury businesses around town, demanding VIP treatment based on her husband's completely non-existent wealth. She got arrested for attempted auto theft and fraud. As they led her away in handcuffs, she was still yelling about how this was all a misunderstanding and that we'd be hearing from her lawyer.